Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Playing some Rocket League today, naturally. I suck at streaming, so I'm trying to figure out how to change the game status right now, but we are playing Rocket League and not Overwatch. So eventually when I figure out how to do that, that will change. But yeah, today the UARK boys are playing University of Kentucky, I think. And so the game should start here in a minute. We've got Vantage, Quicks, and Zvoik, the sub, back for today's series. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. And so yeah, they should be getting started any minute, which is pretty sick. Oh, here we go. Let's get into the game. All right. So here we go, back into some Rocket League with the Razorbacks. Seem to be doing pretty good so far with their overall record. So hopefully they can keep it up today as they play against Kentucky. Quicks is going to lob it sidewall as it clears over to Vantage. Does a decent job keeping it away from them, but they will get it back eventually. Vantage to Quicks. Quicks gets the miss, but it ends up actually being a pretty good fake and goes to Vantage, who slots it away. It's going to be first goal of the series going to the Razorbacks. Never seen that decal before on that. That was interesting. I don't know what that one's from. Must be new or something. Orange trying to make a play, doesn't really work out. Quicks puts a shot on net, which gets saved. Ends up coming back to the Razorbacks into a 50. Shot goes on sidewall. Oh, almost goes in from Doofy. Doesn't quite make it happen. And that's a goal. Just, they had a little too much pressure from Orange, and so, yeah, Blue just couldn't quite make it happen. At least make the defense happen. But it's okay, you know, they're getting warmed up. Collegiate games are always different than just playing ranked, and so usually it takes a minute to kind of get into the swing of things, so absolutely no worries there. Vantage gets a good clear mid. Kind of a late follow though from UARK, so that could have been a goal. Doesn't quite happen. Vantage looking to take his time. Doesn't have a lot of boost though, so lobs it high. It's a good clear from them, but Quicks ends up scooping it up. Playing a little ping pong now, going back and forth. Quicks gets a good clear off backboard, but really there wasn't much follow up on that. Orange team going for the flip reset, didn't quite happen. He got it a little too high on the ball, so couldn't really make anything happen. Big high pop. Couldn't follow it up on backboard though. That could have been a goal potentially, but just a little hard to tell. Quicks gets another powerful backboard. Zvoik hits it backboard again, just spamming backboard. Eventually, you know, the shot has to come. And it didn't right there, so sucks. Ooh, good attempt on the midfield pass from Orange. Doesn't quite get, you know, put away, which is good for us. Oh man, a demo on Zvoik. It's going to leave the net kind of open. Yeah, that's going to be a goal. Really got to be careful when you're on blue team playing midfield and you get demoed, because if it gets past your teammate, then that's almost a guaranteed goal depending on the situation. But, you know, they're only up one goal, so they've got half the game to make up for it. This Zvoik just absolutely got rammed right there. Seems he recovered though. There's some pressure on the sidewall. Zvoik couldn't tell if he was going for the pass or the shot. Couldn't quite make anything work there. Bit of a miss on backboard from Quicks. Leaves the net almost open. Luckily, Swoik gets back. Quicks puts it downfield, but it's an easy clear for Orange. So like trying to clear that, but it doesn't quite hit it hard enough, so it's going to get taken from Orange. Quick's kind of having to defend for himself right now. Luckily, he does enough. Really not, it doesn't seem like there's enough, you know, cohesion coming from UARK right now, but like I said, still warming up to the collegiate match as usual, so I'm sure we'll see some more tight rotations in a minute. This is like, ooh, really awkward off the post. Past Quicks! Oh man! Yeah, just not what we like to see. Swoik not able to get a touch off the post, and Quicks coming in a little too fast, doesn't make contact either. That's going to be another goal for the Orange side. Quicks with a high pop. Here we go. Vantage finally getting some follow-up. Going for the double. Gets blocked. Unlucky. Vantage couldn't get the clip for his montage. Quicks trying to put a fast shot on it, but gets blocked. That was a good attempt too. Alright, it seems like they're tightening up a little bit on offense, which is good to see. Bit of a double commit though on defense. Luckily Vantage does make it back, so not a huge deal, but obviously want to be careful and minimize those as much as you can. Here's a good attack from UARK, but pretty good defense from Doofy there on his own. Ty looking for a double, biffs it. Quick's now looking for a dribble, gets kind of an okay 50. Oh man, is that an open net? Nope, Swoik playing back post. Saves it, which is good. Needing something fast from UARK here if they're wanting to tie up this game, because 2 goals in 10 seconds, you know, not looking likely. So they're probably just thinking about going next. And that's going to be game 1 for Kentucky, or Kansas. I don't remember what it was. I'm a professional streamer here. That's going to be game 1 for Orange. So just kind of lacking, you know, tight rotation there. At the end, you kind of could see the, oh, hey, that's me. There we go. Back to what I want. Yeah, at the end you can see their offense kind of starting to line up a little bit, which is good. So hopefully we'll see more of that. It's just they need some more follow-up on each other. A lot of times one person will clear it, but there won't be another person to follow it up, and so their attacks kind of get cut short. So hopefully we see some more of that going into this game too. It's a fresh start, 0-0. Hopefully UARK can get their confidence back, but a really sketchy save from Vantage. Luckily it doesn't go in, but man, you don't want it to be that close if you can help it. Good demo though from Swoik. We'll clear up some pressure on their half. It's around another, but probably going to get stopped in their corner here. That's a clear down back to midfield. Quicks does a good job receiving it. Really good 50 from him. Swoik just not quite on the right side to follow it up, unfortunately. Swoik was a decent back pass, kind of a launcher to Vantage, but I mean it was to him, so it wasn't dangerous or anything. And Quicks with the quick attack on the mistouch from Orange gets a quick goal up from that. You always count on Quicks for punishing mistakes. That touch just from Ty kind of cutting off his teammate, Quicks is able to really rope into that one and score off it. Swoik, oh, back flipping on kickoff. Luckily Vantage was observant. Good 50 from Vantage, goes to Swoik, looking for a little air dribble action. Doing pretty good? Yeah, very nice goal from Swoik. Love to see the control here, the multiple touches. He doesn't just hit that one touch away, but gets 2, 3. Gets around the defender who wasn't expecting it, so really good job on him for getting that goal. So here we go, here's that momentum we're looking for. It's 2 goals up early in the game. You like to have that cushion, so hopefully they can maintain that throughout the game. Now they can, you know, still play aggressive, don't want to let the pressure down, but they don't necessarily need to rush for goals anymore, which is good. Vantage playing a bit of a slow game, lets his team get back, which works. Zvoik trying to pass back, but on a 0 boost, you really can't get it anywhere. Oh, a really high hit up backboard. No defenders on there. Luckily, goes unpunished. At this level, you always need someone backboard for those clears because the shot right after can be deadly. It's much harder to read if you're trying to read the bounce, but they came out unscathed there. Vantage with a good 50. Almost turned into a goal, but there was someone back. Guy tries to ceiling pinch it. Doesn't quite clear out. Quick's looking for a corner double. Much didn't come out of that, and Vantage ops going as last man. Luckily, Quicks is back in time, but a little dangerous. Vantage with a clear. Ty with a whiff. Vantage with a whiff too. I think he was trying to read Ty. Ends up going back to Orange. Really good pass from mid, but Quicks with the better read on cutting off that pass. That's really the only way you can defend midfield passes like that, because they're basically unsavable if you're trying to do that from the goal line. So really good from Quicks to cut that off at the source. Zvoik up in there, doesn't get much. Vantage gets the clear, but not great. Yeah, and that's going to be a goal. Couldn't tell if Vantage just wasn't back fast enough, but he got us kind of scuffed clear onto the post and out. You really want to clear those in the corner so that you can't have that direct shot, which happened. But who knows? Good try on the flip reset from Doofy, but Vantage being smart, keeping it patient on the goal line. Doesn't get baited in and gets the save. Ball's gonna rest in the corner for a bit. Gonna get a few 50s out here. Quicks with the clear, actually. Quick follow-up from Zvoik. Not the ideal clear that you want, but they end up stopping it and going to the corner. Zvoik gets launched off that 50. Hate to see it. It's annoying when you're floating for 10 years. Quick's trying to get the Doomsy dish. Ends up going to the corner, and now we're just playing ping pong between the orange corners. Going left and right. It's a lot of pressure though. Quicks gets the goal off the pass from the ceiling. Vantage does a good job hitting that off ceiling. Ends up being a pretty deadly pass because it's away from the orange defenders. So UARK can get an easy shot off that. Oh, Quick's not quite, yeah, getting that 50, and that's going to be a nice double touch from Doofy. Just really needed to get that 50 in the air, but I think Doofy got an extra touch that Quicks wasn't expecting, so. Still, one goal up for UARK, so just need to hold this lead a little longer. Almost a goal, even. Bit of a lack of speed from the orange team. Makes a really scuffed clear, but they got it back onto blue half. Quicks goes to Vantage. Quicks trying to follow up off the wall. Not quite fast enough, though. Didn't have the resources to really follow up quickly. Pretty good pass off the ceiling corner, but not quick enough follow-up. There we go. There's another goal for UARK. Just not a great 50 from the orange half. Quicks ends up pushing it past him and into Vantage, and that's another goal. Got a 2-goal lead again. It's where you want to be in this game, and you can really tell the Razorbacks are starting to get their stride. Just needed that warm-up game for game 1, and so now they're getting their groove on. There could be another goal potentially. Quick's not quite reacting in time. Got a little too low on the ball, hit it too high, but game 2 looks like, don't want to jinx it, you know, but looks like it's going to the Razorback. No, I did jinx it. No. Oh, just a lot of 50s in the corner. I ended up going in front of the orange team. In front of an open net, too. I don't know if they just couldn't tell if the Razorbacks just lacked a fast enough rotation as third man. But, you know, they're still up a goal, so not all is lost. Just got to hold off these last few seconds while the ball's in the air in overtime. Or before overtime, rather. We'll see if they can get the ball to fall and end the game. Vantage with a really hard read touch there. That's going to be a win for the Razorbacks. So there you go, tying up the series. We always believed in them, you know. So it's 1-1 to the series. Hopefully they can keep that momentum up. So coming into game 3, Razorbacks looking good on offense. I think their defense, they just are getting a little loose with their third man, and so sometimes they're not meeting a challenge fast enough, such as that. So it's causing some issues on defense. I couldn't tell who that was on backboard, just didn't quite make it back in time. So early goal for Orange team, but you know, obviously plenty of time to make that back. Quick's getting 50. Ty doesn't really get the read, fortunately for the Razorbacks, because that would have been really dangerous. And then Apples passes right to Quicks. Could have been really dangerous there. Luckily they were able to block it on the orange half for them. Quicks gets a good touch in midfield, but just not quite fast enough a follow-up. Vantage gets a good touch out of the corner. No one was really expecting it though, so Orange is going to get another touch. Vantage clear off the ceiling. Quicks with a fast follow-up. Oh, there we go. There's that offense we're looking for, and there's the goal from the Razorbacks. Yeah, they're really catching their stride on offense. Really catching that fast redirect from Vantage. It's hard to defend on an orange half, so they did a good job there. Back to a tie game. We'll see who gets the lead next. Voigt gets a really critical 50 there. Quicks got demoed behind him, and so if that got past him, it would have been very dangerous. Voigt with a good clear into the corner. Oh, really good touch from Doofy. Oh, but doesn't quite get the goal. That was all on him to just put it on target because they got the demo as well. So I think he just got a little too panicky trying to outplay the defender, even though he was getting demoed. So kind of a lucky moment for the Razorbacks there, but you know, you won't complain about those. Vantage a little too pushed up, doesn't quite get the ball after that. Svoik gets bodied in the 50. Luckily it wasn't in though. He did a good job keeping it off net. Vantage is able to bring it back in the corner. Now they make their push. Ty does cut it off though. Should be a free clear for blue half though. So I don't think this play is fast enough to be a goal, yeah. Not quite enough pressure there. Here the ball lies in the corner yet again. Good 50 out. It does go to Doofy though. Hopefully someone's on backboard. There he is. Swoit gets the clear. Yeah, no follow-up there. Oh, there was. No, Crooks was a little late to the 50, but it actually was to his benefit to be cleared past orange side. Really good 50 from Zvoik. Allows Quicks to come in, just not quite a powerful enough shot. So it gets blocked, but definitely a good opportunity for them. Clear goes to the ceiling. Really good on Vantage to cut in there. That ball was definitely closer to orange at first until he cut in, so he did a good job. Vantage almost getting the goal. Zvoik somehow 50s the backboard and gets that in. Really good angle from him, was able to barely slot that ball in, so props to him for making that work. But also, got to give props to the other team members for having good pressure on orange half above the goal to get that set up. Here's Voigt. Vantage with a good clear. Quicks kind of left his post a little early, I think. Maybe he was looking for boost, but kind of lacked some follow-up there. Doofy looking for something. Oh, really quick follow-up from orange. I wasn't expecting that. Luckily blue was able to meet that though and stop that ball from going in. Vantage with a good clear. He hits it high enough to where who was that? Ty doesn't get a good piece of the ball and ends up hitting it into the ceiling. So allows for a good follow-up from blue. Oh, but high touch backboard. Yeah, a bit of a panic there, double commit on backboard, or in front of net, but can't really blame them because they didn't defend that backboard. I think Vantage was just a little too far pushed up, so couldn't get that early defense, but they came out of it alive, still with that goal lead. 50 goes out to Vantage. Vantage tries to get a pass out, but kind of behind Quicks. Makes it work though. Passes it to Vantage. Vantage was, I believe, trying to get that out to Zoik, but just couldn't quite make that work. Zoik tries to pass down to Quicks, but Orange did a good job cutting that off. Orange team looking for the double touch, but good pressure from the Razorbacks caused that to go to the corner. From Vantage to Quicks. Quicks doesn't quite get on the right side of the ball, so can't get that touch, but does get a good demo outside of it. Harassing the Orange team, so good from them. Another double commit though in front of midfield, but no punishment there. We'll see if Blue gets the ball down. Oh, might even get another goal for the road. There we go. That's going to be another goal for the Razorbacks. Or another game, rather. And there it is. It's going to be 2-1 UARK. That's going to be one game left until they can clinch the series. You can see really all the pressure seems to be on one guy on the Orange team because one dude's got 4 saves, the other don't have any, where the saves seem to be a little more evenly distributed for the Razorbacks. So you can see they're each getting into their defensive position, I think, a little more evenly. So anyways, game 4. Let's see if the Hawks can finish this one out. So early pressure from the Razorbacks here. Quicks, ooh, opts to go. Definitely shouldn't have challenged that though. He was getting beat. And almost, lots of pressure on Blue Nev. It doesn't quite go in. Orange just seems to keep putting it too high at the crucial moments and around the net when they need to just, you know, put it on. So Razorbacks come out unscathed again, fortunately. Vantage with a bit of a fake. Not a superb 50 from Zoik, but it does end up going to Quicks. He's able to challenge that fast enough. Vantage rotating out. Good for him. He knew it was too awkward, so smart to get out and just let his teammate go. A lot of teams have trouble where one player feels like they have to do everything, but man, you know, you can sometimes just leave the ball for your teammate. He's got a way easier time with it, so why not just let him take it? Kind of a weird early challenge from Quicks, but he does put some pressure on, so. In fact, he gets another really good 50 on backboard, but not quite sure where the follow-up was there. Usually that should be a goal, but maybe Vantage just didn't have boost, I don't know. Quicks with a fast shot on the right post, though, cinches that goal. Quicks always punishing those very slight gaps in the defensive rotation. So you love to see that. Okay. Orange team gets a clear. Vantage cuts it off. Gonna pinch out over to Orange team though. Quicks puts it right side for Vantage to follow up. And there he is. You know, they both trying to read each other, but it was to Blue's benefit, as it ended up going in Orange corner. But Orange is going to try and attack their own. Gets cut off by Vantage, who hopefully is going to maybe clear this to Quicks, but that gets cut off. Apples, you know, gets it around Blue, but not quite in a dangerous way. Just ends up going to the other corner. This, though, fast follow-up from Ty. No real threat, though, because no one was there to follow up with a shot. Kind of a slow rotation back. It's kind of dangerous there if Orange just put a quick shot on the near post. But luckily, you know, Vantage was able to get back in time. Got some more pressure in the Orange corner. Svoik looking for that ceiling 50. Gets a pretty good one. Quicks opts for the fake challenge. Not quite sure why I didn't challenge. Maybe just didn't have boost there for that. So ended up working out. Orange backed with their own attack. Oh, a bit of a Side flip, I think he was looking to air dribble that, but, you know, unlucky side flip moment. Oh, yep, there's the demo coming in from Orange Team. I was going to say, a bit of a late challenge from Blue Team. I think someone should have been up when it was hitting sidewall, but they kind of let it roll, and that gave time for Orange to come up and demo them on the goal line. So, you know, you can be in position, but if you're getting slaughtered, you're going to get scored on, and there's another goal for Orange. That just shows how fast, you know, you can get goals in this game. That's what, 2 in a span of 15 seconds, so just, I think it was a bit of a whiff in the corner. So that's just going to be a goal, you know. It's going to be punished at this level. Bit of a whiff from Quicks, but it worked out. Goes to Svoik. Now Razorbacks are feeling the pressure of needing to score another goal to tie it up and at least get it to overtime. Quicks, not a great 50. Goes up in the air. No one's up for that ball somehow. Really don't know where Orange was at. They're looking for a double touch. Vantage gets a good block. Now Quicks has a 1v1. Trying to mind game, doesn't quite work out. He didn't have a lot of boost to get control of that. So that opportunity is going to sputter away. Some more pressure in an orange, or excuse me, blue post, blue corner. Quicks gets a really good clear though. Hopefully they can follow up off Ty's touch. Quicks opts for the boost and doesn't really keep that pressure up. Vantage though gets a good 50. Hits it around 1. Fast fall could be a goal. Svoik, though, I think was a little too close. Quicks with a smart pass to Vantage, but he just wasn't ready for it. We got 20 seconds left. There have been ample opportunities for goals, but they really just got to finish it out. Quicks gets the touch. Not a great 50, but Svoik tries to pass that out to Vantage, goes behind him. Really, you know, made a good touch for the situation. Vantage gets a great clear. 5 seconds. Gets blocked. Hopefully Svoik can keep it up. No, he goes for a flip. Oh, and that's going to be game 4 going to Orange side. Man, oh man. Talk about a close series. You know, it is more exciting when you get a series to go to game 5, but you know, it does make you nervous. It's like, man, could the Razorbacks have finished the series last game or the game before? I don't know, but or the loss before, I should say. Who knows? But they can't think about that now. This is a whole new game, fresh score, 0-0. They are probably mad about letting their lead kind of fall away quickly last game, but hopefully they just let the last game kind of fall away in their minds, have a fresh game of Rocket League, and get this series win here. So we'll see if they can manage. So like not quite reading the bounce off the corner, and they're Orange is going to get a really nice demo on Quicks in the midfield, and that's just going to be an open net for them. Yeah, it's just critical that A, Svoik gets the touch on the corner to relieve that pressure, and B, Quicks look for that demo and try to dodge it because it just ends up being an open net. Svoik with a whiff. Good cutoff from Vantage though. Tries to hit it forward. Quicks will have no trouble taking that ball. Vantage with a really good 50. Almost goes in too. We'll see if they can generate this into some kind of attack, but now Ty gets to it first. Vantage looking for a boom clear. Sends it off left wall. Svoik a little bit late to that, but it works out. Vantage puts a shot on. Couldn't quite get there. Quicks with another lob in midfield, but Svoik wasn't quite there to follow up, and I don't even know if it would have been worth it for him to go anyway, so. But lots of good pressure here. Gonna get relieved. As Ty looks for the corner double, doesn't quite happen. Quicks with a good 50. Ceiling 50 ends up being pretty good for Svoik because it just goes right to him. Svoik out to Quicks. Kind of a narrow pass though, so hard to generate that into forward momentum on the ball. So, oh well there. Shot on the upper 90. Pretty easy to save though from a backboard position like that. Svoik did a good job. Vantage trying to follow up this ball. Can't quite. Svoik does. Gets it out to Quick. He's going to go up and try to drop this off backboard. Quick follow-up from Apples, though, is going to save that. Vantage barely making it in time. Just had low boost, but, you know, he had good positioning, so made it back for defense. No follow-up there from his teammates, but Svoik, you know, playing by himself. Really good pass out from Svoik to Quicks. Very well played. Gotta love the infield passes like this. Very dangerous, very hard to defend if you're not there expecting it. So, very well played from the Razorbacks. Bit of an early bump, though. Leaves space for Orange team. Hopefully Vantage gets back in time, and he does. Very good from him to be speedy, but again, another shot on blue net. Another shot gets blocked. Touch around, but Doofy, I guess, didn't trust his teammate. That could have been a goal if he was there. And finally, all that pressure on blue net ends up in a goal. Really, a lot of impressive saves and blocks from UARK. It's just there at the beginning with that kickoff. Just a lot of pressure. Couldn't get reset, and so they were having to make save after save. Ty gets a touch on backboard. Svoik not back fast enough. This should be an easy block, but just not quite rotating in quickly enough and at the right angle, and so that's going to be a goal for Orange. That's going to be 2 up for Orange team. But they've still basically got half the game, UARK does, to get another goal. And here it could be, there it is, Vantage getting that slot in on the right post. Really good job from Quicks to get the multiple touches in the corner there. It's a very good way to get goals out. Vantage puts it on the post, and that pressure just allows the ball to roll right in. So there's the one goal they need to help tie it up. Now they just need one more to get back in this game. Quicks off backboard. Vantage quickly tries to go in, but gets 50'd. Svoik now in a 1v2, 1v3. Yeah, hard to defend. You really got to cut this off the midfield, because if you're trying to defend, you know, a pass like this, you don't know if Apples is going to pass or if he's going to shoot, and so Svoik just doing switchbacks with little boost. Really hard to save, so the goal they got is going to be reset back down to the 2-0, or excuse me, up 2 for Orange team. But still time. You can get a lot done in a minute and 30. We saw it last game with Orange, so Razorbacks can do that themselves. Vantage gets the clear. Kind of a weird touch from Apples. Not really beneficial to them, in my opinion. Oh, really good try from Quicks. Kind of faking the shot on the left post, but goes from the back, goes for the back post shot. But Orange had really good defense there blocking that. Vantage goes up, taps it forward, doesn't quite really get anything off it. Quicks is now having to deal with a lot of pressure himself. Does a good job though, taking out backboard. I think Vantage trying to get a weird back pass there. Doesn't quite work out, but you know, gotta respect the attempt. Pass out to Quicks, not quite close enough to him. Now it's really getting down to the wire. 50 seconds left. Really need to score now if they want to have a good chance to tie up the game. Ah, man, really good pass from Vantage into the midfield, but Svoik was back getting back left corner boost. And that shot could have been a goal, but since it took so long, it gave Orange time to get back in net. So, not looking good. 20 seconds left. Really need a goal now. It's not time to play safe any longer. Just go, go, go. Quicks down to Vantage. And it's 10 seconds left. They need a goal now. Doesn't happen, and it looks like this series win is gonna go to Orange team. Man, you really hate to see that. Really could have been, a very feasible win for the Razorbacks, but just really feels like they let that one slip. And so, gotta update this score here because I'm bad. So, anyways, really unfortunate. Really had the series win in Game 4, but those two back-to-back goals from Orange side really, kind of killed them, and then I feel like that momentum carried out into Game 5. Rocket League is a very momentum-based game, and so, just that one quick turnaround in Game 4 really got them killed in Game 5. So, they've got another series at 7 o'clock, and so hopefully we can see their rotation tightening up a little more on defense. Need to dodge some more demos. Need to make sure they're rotating back fast enough and wide enough, cutting off those passes. And that's just really what we need to see from them in the next series. So, anyways, I'll leave you guys to some chill Rocket League music, and we'll be back at 7 o'clock. So, we will see you then.